whole Himalayan journey too. So once again I will recall, okay, from the beginning itself, so that it will have one touch of satsang of inquest of God of Himalayan journey part two. Okay, so on previous satsang, this book, okay, in the Himalayan journey part one, so now Swami Ramdas Guruji, John C. Swami Ramdas Guruji got many friends, Ramdev Prasad, Ram Kinkar, then so many Bengali sadhus, so many friends are there in Jhansi. So even in the afternoon, Swami Ramdas Guruji always have a habit of visiting the street, okay, walking on the street, okay. But that time what happened when the priest will say, with the priest order to Swami Ramdas Guruji, Guruji, Maharaj, please don't go, the climate is not suitable, you are unconscious. And the priest told you Swami Ramdas Guruji. But what Swami Ramdas Guruji said means, okay, it's all Lord Ram's order. So for the Lord Ram order in the form of priest, they said, Swami Ramdas obeyed, and again in the evening or in the middle of the afternoon, Swami Ramdas Guruji started walking in the small street of Jhansi. So that and all we discussed in the Himalaya. So Himalayan journey and all, Swami Ram, in this chapter, in the upcoming chapter, the sadhus and the sadhus is Sadhuram is there, okay. Sadhuram was this over, now the Ram Kinkar and Swami Ramdas Guruji playing the character. Okay, so let's see. So once again I will repeat Himalayan journey part 2. Already we discussed this. Once again I will recall it and we will try to finish this chapter today itself, okay. On the fourth day, they started on the journey higher on the hills. So on the fourth day, Swami Ramdas Guruji and Ram Kinkar started journey on the hills. Okay, while traveling on the hills, Swami Ramdas Guruji was fascinated and become consciousness. Okay, become what we can say, become amazed of seeing the natural things such as foothills, such as flowers, lotus and all. So while traveling on the Himalayas, Swami Ramdas Guruji was really consciousness. Swami Ramdas Guruji really amazed of seeing this natural thing. Okay, it was all prevented by God only. Okay, so in that way, Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed, "Oh Ram, what their fantastic nature." So that and all will come here. Let's discuss. Okay, let's go into the reading section. As they climbed higher and higher, the scenes and landscape they saw found to be simply enchanting. Okay, so what happened means, if you, for example, I already said in this paragraph something. Okay, so let's again recall. So while if you go to Kodaikanal, if you go to Tirupati and all, even best example is Sirumalai. If you go to Sirumalai part, you find very glorious nature of things there while traveling. The same way Swami Ramdas Guruji also feels that. On the right, the scared Ganga was rushing down a hill in all their glory. On the left side, rocky hills, full of foliage and trees, presented at one side, thrilling and observing sight. Left and all, Ganga River is there. Right and all, foothills, as I already don't know. Foothills and rocky hills was a blessing of Swami Ramdas Guruji. Down to Himalayas. The very heart there was charged with divine presence of God. So these are the enchanting moments are given by Lord now. That's why Swami Ramdas Guruji explained. The very eye that was started in the divine presence of Lord. While seeing this holy Ganga, the glorious flowers in the heart, there are the Lord of presence is there. Lord of divine presence is there. Okay, that's why I'm not good express. The far-off hills and valleys and the very huge sky in which the white fluffy cloud are seen fantastic shape. So while seeing long distance, if you see any mountain hills and the clouds are covered. For example, if you go to Jammu and Kashmir, the travel, I don't know, even I did not have the chance to travel North India, any North India also. One year I was nearly travel in Karnataka, Kerala, many times. Then one time Mumbai and 2 times Pune. So if you go to Jammu and Kashmir, suppose if you got the opportunity, from the traveling itself you saw the hills of mountain itself. But what covered the mountain means the clouds and all covered with white fleeces. That's why somebody expressed. Hundreds of miles away of dazzling the rays of sun, as to they covered with sheets of silver, all these constituted indeed. So these are the traveling moments expressed by Swami Ramdas Guru. What are the natural things? What are the natural things in Swami Ramdas Guru saw while traveling on the Himalayas? So that's why Swami Ramdas Guru expressed stood on an imposing sight, all the charm of the scenes. Now Swami Ramdas Guru expressed louder. Oram! What Swami Ramdas Guru cannot find adequate words to describe the Canada. So while seeing all the natural things on the traveling to Himalayas, Ram, you made me a wonderful journey into Himalayas. In that moment, you only made me to your person. In the form of your presence, you provided these all the natural things of beauty, which makes Swami Ramdas Guru a more gracious one. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guru expressed. The beauty, the wonderful glory of the sights that made the bewildered guests. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guru expressed in the form of Radha. As he walked on, he drank deeper and deeper. So in this chapter, so we are all, even though we are all walking from for example, Chennai, if you think, from YMR to Tambaram, can we walk? Is it possible? Can anybody say who are all in Chennai? Answer this question. Can we able to walk from YMR to Tambaram? Can anybody say in chat also? Any wrong answer is also okay. Okay. My question is, is it possible to walk from YMR Road to Tambaram? If you know means yes means there is a chance. No also there is a chance are common. Okay. So likewise, because Himalayas are very far. It will take more than a day to reach Himalayas in those days and the 18th century. Not nowadays and the trekking is there, even jeep is there, van is there. In those days and all, there is no van, there is no any other thing. Only the walkable only. By walkable only, Swami Ramdas Guru reaching the Himalayas. So while walking, Swami Ramdas Guru thanked the but what Swami Ramdas Guru did means, he did not feel, Swami Ramdas Guru did not feel any thirsty, any tired, any grumble, anything. Okay. Simply, quickly, fastly walking on the Himalayas. On the other side, the Ram Kinkar, the friend of Swami Ramdas Guru, no, he always felt tired and legs started pain started. So that's why this came. As he walked around and he dug deeper and deeper of the splendor of Ram infinity. So while walking, Swami Ramdas Guruji always think only Ram Nam. So by saying Ram, 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 Ram. In that way, Swami Ramdas Guruji walking on the Himalayas. Walking on the Himalayas. And was lost in the indoctrination of it all. Okay. Ram, thy kindness, thy slave is really unbounded. So, what Swami Ramdas Guruji that means, it only makes me to walk. I am unbounded, you are Lord. I am Swami Ramdas Guruji always unbounded, you are love and affection of them towards devotee. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji is. From the day to day, both Abginkan and Swami Ramdas Guruji walked on at a high speed. Both are walking at a high speed. Swami Ramdas Guruji felt no fatigue, no pain, no discomfort, often again. So Swami Ramdas Guruji simply quickly started walking. So I asked question, is it possible to walk from Oyama Road to Tambaram? If you try means it's possible. For example, the Oyama to Tambaram, it's nearly I think far away, but kilometer is nearly 20-25 kilometers I think so. Don't know exactly how much. Okay. So if you try to walk from Oyama to Tambaram means you find yourself as your experience in life. That's why I said this example means, why I said this ask question, this means why I want to Tambaram. Swami Ramdas Guruji also walked on various cities, various places. So Swami Ramdas Guruji in those years and that, Swami Ramdas Guruji always walked on going street, going temples, going from station. Nowadays and that we book a cab, the car will come, auto will come and pick up and drop. In those years and that, Swami Ramdas Guruji always used to only walk from even from the Jagannath Puri, even from the Bhubaneswar place, from the station itself to city come, it may take more than a hour. So in those years and that was so many development. So that's why I asked this question. From Oyama to Tambaram, is it possible to walk? I think so. You tell the answer. If I am saying the answer means no, then no use at all. Okay. So you himself tell answer in comments or live chat. Is it possible to walk from Oyama to Tambaram? Ram Grace. He was a flesh as ever. It was all due to Ram Grace, whose name was always on his lips. Yes, absolutely. That mountain with the after mountain was traversed, and they climbed on grander and newer scenes, presented themselves before their wandering set. It was a journey in the land of enchantment. So what happened means, Swami Ramdas Guruji always used to walk. They reached off of the kilometer of Himalayas. Okay, when they reverse, when they transform one mountain to another mountain, and the natural beauties are very very glorious and enchanting to Swami Ramdas Guruji. Okay, Swami Ramdas Guruji. One thing. Sorry. I have a little bit coffee just cold is that's why. Okay. It was a journey on the land. It was a journey in the land of enchantment. It was all bewitching, being full of the glory, greatness of flow. So it's all given by Lama. Okay, Lama only provide this thought and install normally makes some of that good to down and the minus by one. So it's all not so while traveling on the mountains from Yamdalgodi, felt the amazing, glorious and turning by seeing the natural beauties of travel moments. Once again, it was all a vivid thing, full of the glory, greatness of yes, absolutely right. That experience one thing that experience marvelous powers. Yes, it's absolutely right. He is a mighty conjurer. Vision after vision dances and the fleet before your eyes, and unconsciously you fall under the subtle charm and spell of this great meditation. So, Radam is a meditation and makes Swami Ramdas Guruji instructed in order to go this direction, and to reach the mountains and to reach the Himalayas successful. So that's why the Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed, Radam is a magician of Swami Ramdas Guruji. You forget what you are and where you are. So, for example, I am saying, okay, you forget what you are and where you are. Suppose if you are traveling, okay, now you are all in the home, okay. Suppose during morning time or during midnight, if you come out of the home, if you travel without your knowing, that time you are unconsciously, okay. That time what you are, you did not know. You travel suppose in the midnight, okay. If if you don't tell to your parents and they leave your house without telling or informing to your parents, that time if you go on to any other place, that time the word is called what you are. And if you're reaching there, if you continuously going, suddenly you stop walking, then you see where I am. That is called where you are. So it becomes unconsciously, okay. It becomes unconsciously happening. Now, not is the example only saying, okay. Suppose you are not informing to anybody and you are supposed to go out on any other day, on any other session, that time you become unconscious. That time, while stopped walking only, you know, hey, which place I am, which place I am there, which place I reach in now. I don't know this place, it's a new place. So, by unconsciously, by urgently, you are going to unknown place. But after, for example, that example also leave it, okay. So if in the running race, what happened means, if the umpire said 1, 2, 3 means, immediately start running. While running, you can't see anywhere. You can't see any other opposite runner. Some of them may see. But what the main aim is that the once if you reach the line only, you know who you are, okay, where I am, okay, one thing. Once if you win the running race only, you know, oh, I won the running race, I won the first place, okay, I reached the goal. So then, while running on the hall, your aim was unconscious, okay. While running, you are concentrated to reach on the line. You are like, okay, after reaching the line only, you know you are the winner or you are the second runner up. So that is the difference between unconscious and there. And unconscious and the conscious. Okay, while learning, even though you are conscious, but while learning, your aim is your aim is conscious on reaching the line, reaching the end line. But after if you win means that becomes conscious, right? Conscious of amazement. Okay, so that's why it explains. You forgot what you are. So while running, that time you forgot. Okay, you forgot even why the forgot word is mentioned means. Okay, even if anybody running. Okay, if suppose here one sportsman, one runner is seriously running. Okay, that time I will say to him, he does not carry me, he does not then back and he does not turn and see me also. I am standing in here, you are standing. If I say, hello, how are you also, he does not care and see me also. Okay, he is concentrating on running money. And after winning one day, if I go and meet him one day, he become conscious. Oh, you only say hello, no. So that time you made a conversation between them and take photo of them. So that time while running on the concentration of reaching winning the first place. Okay, that time when no any distraction. Okay, only the main aim is to reach your line. That's only that every sportsman had a game. So that's why you forgot what you are and what. So you forgot what you are and where you are. So now if you go to a stadium, I observe many times. Okay, if you even in Namibia, the USA match no Chapak Stadium. That time the fielder is there. If you show a hand, hello, also, or the player does not see the audience because he is fully concentrating on the match. Okay, after winning one day, he will becomes to the present and becomes the number one. Okay, and even during the match also, every player forgot himself and fully concentrating on the match only. Okay, and so that's why this paragraph refers to an example. You forget what you are and where you are. You are simply observe and lost in the surroundings. Yes, while playing match, you are observer and lost in the surroundings. So you are fully concentrating on match only. Like a whisper of smoke in your neck. Okay, and that's another example. So Swami Ramdas Guruji walking at high speed in May was with the flying. Even the difficult ascents were scaled in no time. Most of the time, he was unconscious of his body. His mind was entirely immersed in Ram, who alone appeared to him in turning scene. So, what happened means Swami Ramdas Guruji started walking. But what happened means he does not feel any fatigue. God does not feel. Swami Ramdas Guruji does not feel any fatigue. Swami Ramdas Guruji does not feel any tired. So with the Lord Ram grace, he quickly walking. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji at that moment Lord Ram merged into Swami Ramdas Guruji's body and makes Swami Ramdas Guruji to climb to go into reach the Himalayas. Ram, who alone, his mind was entirely merged in Ram. Yes, that's it. Who alone appeared to him, those and done. So his mind was full of Ram. So that's why the turning scenes are turning scenes where the natural thing and that. Swami Ramdas Guruji always expressed the Lord Ram. Again and again climb the indefatigable games Ram Kinkar, who are a heavy bundle to carry. Combined of Swami Ramdas Gudi and running speed, since he could not keep pace with him. So Swami Ramdas Gudi simply keep on walking. But his friend Ram Kinkar was not able to walk like that because he used to carry more things. He used to carry. He used to carry a heavy bundle. No, with that heavy bundle, Ram Kinkar was not able to walk like Swami Ramdas Gudi speed. But Swami Ramdas Gudi was not in his own master. Ram was his mother. At a sudden when they missed each other, causing anxiety to both. But however, Ram brought them together at a stage called Uttara Prayer. So what happened means, when Swami Ramdas Gudi was walking fastly, at that time, Ram Kinkar was not able to walk due to some carry of loads, okay, due to some carry of things, okay. What happened means, I do one thing. I one place of reach. They missed it, okay, but they are all missed it, okay. What happened means, Ramdas Gudi is on walking on the one side and Ram Kinkar walking in the other side, so they are all missed it. But while they both are met means that is called Uttara Prayer, okay. So in the Uttara Prayer, Lord Ram, and to the Lord Ram grace, Swami Ramdas Gudi and Ram Kinkar brought them together in the Uttara Prayer. So before that, they had missed and walked in each of the direction, each place of direction. Thousands of pilgrims are every year ascended these hills, and during this session, that is from March to June, a regular stream of people is going up and coming down the hills. So what happened means in the Uttara Prayer, every sadhus are usually come, okay. Used to visit the hills and they stayed in the hills for a few months or a few years. But what happened means during from March to June, the sadhus and the saints and all coming, okay. Thousands of pilgrims, okay, many are thousands of the sadhus are saints, okay. Thousands of saints are assembled here and they are usually visit the hills from March to June, okay. It was a season time of them. So they used to travel from up and down, okay, from the Himalayas to up and down. All the pilgrims, sadhus and others whom Swami Ramdas Gudi met on the way were very kind to him. Well, what they are very interesting lines now, okay. Suppose if even ask him that if honest, okay, sorry. If I use a travel means on a hill, so what will happen? All will see me, okay, all will see me. And what will happen? That's when some God found some kindness in me, okay. But when Swami Ramdas Gudi started walking by his smiling face only, all of them are very kind to Swami Ramdas Gudi. By seeing the Swami Ramdas Gudi's smiling face, all the saints are very, very kind. Even in the Jhansi also, even in the Jagannath Puri also, even in the Bhubaneswar also, even the Tirupati also. So while walking and seeing Swami Ramdas Gudi's smiling face, every saints are very kind and loving and affectionate to Swami Ramdas Gudi. Some rich merchants from cities like Bombay were very suspicious. This was the problem. Okay. So all the saints are very kind to Swami Ramdas Gudi. But the rich person and the heart, they see Swami Ramdas Gudi in a suspicious, which means not in a lower, not in an unkind mode, okay. That way the rich person see Swami Ramdas Gudi in that way, okay. Because Ram is kind, all are kind, and Ram is not. Swami Ramdas Gurji is kind, Swami Ramdas Gurji is kind, and Ram is all kind of fun, okay? Ram is in all. So that's why Swami Ramdas Gurji is special. The mountains are peopled by hill types, yeah, fair complexion and well-built cities. So finally, Swami Ramdas Guruji reached the part of the Himalayas. Okay, that the Himalayas asked what happened means. The mountains are peopled by hill types. Okay, so the mountains are surrounded by hill types of people. A fair complexion and well built. Okay, it looks a very race mode only. Okay. They live by cultivation and cattle and goat breeding. So there are in the why everything on the Himalayas, why everything on the Himalayas, Swami Ramdas Gurji saw one hill types of people. What their occupation is, they live by cultivation and cattle, okay, and a goat breeding. In Tamil we say that automated. So that's why their occupation. Naturally, their lives and ways are very simple. No any rajasic guna. Okay, only they are simple life. Their faith in God are very good. They are very faith in belief self. Ram is always on their lips. Swami Ramdas Gurji always on Ram. No. The same way the people also chanting on their lips always Ram. If you talk to them, they tell you with go of pride that they are the descendant of the rishis that lived in those years. Okay, so if you talk to that types people, what they said means we are all the disciples of the rishis, those who are all lived in the various years. Okay, that's why they said their clothing is only made of simple only. Males wear long woolen coats on the giants and a black cap, and women would have blankets in place of saris. So mention that what they wear means woolen coats, okay, woolen coats and the giants of black cap. So how it looks means I don't know. And simply we say that giants of black cap means even if you saw no, I don't know exactly how can we explain, okay. So woolen goats and the giants of and they're black. So these are the men who are wearing the clothes, and the women are rough blankets in the place of saree. So women are placed in the rough blankets in the place of sarees. That is the cause of the Thai people. These blankets are prepared out of the old illness by the sheep. So these clothes are the clothes they wear. No, they are all prepared by themselves, by the people of Thai people in themselves. Okay, on their own. Are the producer of the one labor. They are the one labor of the test. Okay. Even while walking from place to place, every man and woman carries a quantity of wool which he or she is spinning on the way. Okay, for example, if you see Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji always used to hold the running the wool, I don't know. In Gujarat and Porbandar, if you have a time to visit Porbandar, kindly visit the Gandhi Museum. It's very fantastic. Okay, because in that moment, what happened means, you can see the Gandhiji lived the place and all. Then you can see the Gandhiji used to woolen those years and all Gandhiji used. Okay, if you chance to visit Porbandar, kindly visit Gandhi Museum. Gandhiji's place where Gandhiji lived. So that's why it's spinning on it. So in those years and now woolen and are spinning like Gandhiji's. That's why they have simple with looms on which they weaved all into clothes. Okay. So in the tribes people, they are simple and how they come simply living life, okay, wearing only low budget clothes, okay, preparing clothes on that themselves by a group of village tribes people. So they are living in a simple life. That's it. They have simple peat looms which they weave the yarn into clothes. Since they are more of lives is free from the baneful touch of modern civilization. They are free, okay, they are not any live like Rajosik, okay, Raja and their life is very, very simple and they live peace and happiness. Okay. They live simply, pure, honest, and pious lives. Okay. So in the types of people, they use only ancient civilization technology, not any modern or new technology. Okay. So they live simple, pure, honest, but they are the honest. They never tell any lie and whatever happens, they tell only honest and precious life. That's why. And some of us really describe the villages of the tribes where reaching the mountains, okay, modern mountains. One thing. At the different stages of the journey, over the years, under the trees, or in a smaller or caves or seen sadhus engaged in austerity, okay. So while traveling from place to place, so I'm not going to visit that place, okay. Different. So while traveling the mountains of various mountains on the Himalayas, so I'm not going to express the people culture of that place, okay. Because we have to express what type of people are living, what type of people are living in that each mountain traveling. So that's why I'm not going to express. At different stages of journey, over the years, under these small huts or caves are seen sadhus engaged in austerities. Okay, so while traveling on that moment, Swami Amdas Guru seen many sadhus are lived in these small huts. Okay, as we this paragraph is seen in the Himalayan journey itself. Okay, where Swami Amdas Guru went to one small area. In that area, many sadhus are living. They welcome sadhus in the Himalayan journey. Part 1 also we discussed. Likewise, while traveling on different mountains, Swami Amdas Guru expressed people who are all living, okay, many sadhus are living in the small huts, to seek their company and remain there forever. So a small period is a great privilege. The society of sadhu is much needed but for the mind. So what happened means while Swami Amdas Guru saw that, Swami Amdas Guru decided, okay, I want to live here itself, okay, more than a year, okay, remain there forever. So I decided to remain there forever until the Lord Ram instructed and ordered him to go to the next place. Okay, till that I will be Swami Amdas Guru decided to stay in the mountains. Okay, with no good sadhus. That's a great opportunity of guidance of Swami Amdas Guru. The society of sadhu is much needed but for the mind. Yes, sadhu center they are also needed for experience sharing, and it makes a mind jnana bhumi, okay, which means knowledge of living, okay, knowledge of living. The pure atmosphere he creates around him by his meditation in the river in which mind baths and purely of every thought and impression. Okay, so in that atmosphere, many of the sadhus are meditating near the river. That makes Swami Amdas Guru mind, okay, thought and good thought and impression. Okay, even removal of evil thoughts and then get the good thought of impression. Okay. Upon this Kali is on the ashram of such famous saints as Narada and Agastya Muni. So in that place, one ashram is there, where the saints Narada and there, Agastya Muni ashram is there. Okay. That is also a place called Pandukeshwar, where the Pandavas are said to have orders for some time during the journey of Kailash. Okay, so Pandavas were still during the journey of Kailash, where Pandavas have stayed means in a place called Pandukeshwar. Okay, where Pandavas have stayed and ordered during the journey of Kailash, because Pandavas and all, whichever place they go, they aim is to win the war and they captured the battle. So in that moment, what happened means when the Pandavas went to Kailash and they stayed at Pandukeshwar, okay, Pandukeshwar on their journey to Kailash, okay. There is a temple here and some old inscription upon plates of copper. So in that place there is a temple is there. So where the plates are one thing, where the prasadam plates are made with copper. Okay. The first place visited by Swami Amdas Guruji and Ramkinkar, it was Theogi Narayanan. Okay. So the first place where Swami Amdas Guruji and Ramkinkar was visited was Theogi Narayanan temple. Okay. The ascent to this point was sharp and steep. The part of the temple was very, very steep and sharp. Okay. And it was a plateau surrounded by hill covered with snow. So the temple part was very, very difficult and it was covered with snow. Hence the cold here was intense in that, though that covered with snow, the cold was very, very intense, very, very severe. The pilgrims remained here for one day. So if you reach a temple of that it will take one day to reach. Then after listening, then after listening some distance, another chain of hills was mounted. So what happened means, the hills. So where Swami Amdas Guruji looked at the path place and I think they returned back, okay, due to the cold intense. Swami Amdas Guruji and Ramkinkar returned back to Yogi Narayanan temple and went back to the descending some distance, okay. So descending to some walking on the path, Swami Amdas Guruji finds here under unbounded mountain hills, okay. Here the path was narrow, rugged and dangerous. So while returned from Yogi Narayanan temple due to cold was intense and covered with snow. And then Swami Amdas Guruji and Ramkinkar decided to go from under temple, okay, under place. That place also, the path was very, very dangerous, okay. Dangerous and rugged, narrow, frail. Retreat villages had to be crossed at 3 places, tracks of snow had to be turned. In that place also the snow is comes on that way. On account of the precarious nature of the path, every year many pilgrims are reported to have slipped down the cliffs and been washed away. So what happened, okay? So when Swami Amdas Guruji went to one place, okay, Amdas Guruji and Ramkinkar went to one place, okay, after return from Tirungi Narayan place, okay. So what happened means in that place also very, very difficult to walk. And every saints are slipped down, okay, and becomes washed away. So which means they are found to be impure or they are not able to, they are if you go to that place, okay, some dangerous things may be happen. Okay, so that's why we explain. In the rushing torrents of the river, many others of feet below. One instead of narrow escape may be mentioned here. So that the place of the path was very, very dangerous. So what happened means rushing torrents of the river, rushing flowings of the rivers are also there, and the many hundreds of feet. Okay, many hundreds of feet means, for example, the rivers are falling means if you are standing there, if you see down means, then the path center will look very, very small because you are standing in 100 feet, 100 feet no. So one instead of narrow escape may be mentioned here. So that also mentioned, that also there. The status there in the middle of an ascent. Swami Ramdas Guru was sitting on the path awaiting Ram King. So what happened means, the place where Swami Ramdas Guru was sitting, okay, sitting, and Ram King went to somewhere, okay, I think went to somewhere, okay. And the Swami Ramdas Guru was waiting for the Ram King, okay. This was at the edge. This was the edge of high cliffs, and the river was flowing far below. The path was very narrow. A girl of about 16 years, full of energy and activity, was coming down on her return journey. So what happened means, so Swami Ramdas Guru went to the middle of the mountain. Okay, that time Swami Ramdas Guru was sit down on one place and waiting for Ram King. That moment what happened means a 16-year-old woman with full of energy and activity is coming and returning from the hill journey. Okay, hill journey. So it was a sharp descent. Her pace was rapid and a sharp downfall path only accelerated in speed. Okay. So the woman, the 16-year-old woman walking was speed, and his face looked some tired, okay, tiredness. The down, because she is walking from downhill path, not from 100 feet. So though he is full energy and activity of walking speed, but his face and that looks very, very tired and painful. Okay. In spite of herself, she was running down at uncontrollable velocity. Down she came. She was excited. Her face was flushed, and I knew she was being drawn down automatically. It was beyond her power to control herself. Instead of running towards the hillside, she was staggering down the edge of the path, the very space. Okay. So what happened means, when the woman, the 16-year-old woman, what happened means one thing. Her pace was rapid and a sharp downhill path only accelerated his speed. Okay. So due to her full energy, she walked and returned duty down. Okay. Down the uncontrollable velocity. Down, so she's walking speed, without taking rest, okay, without taking any rest, due to uncontrollable velocity, she is walking, and I come to the down, okay, this will be down. Down she came. She was excited. So when she came down, she was excited, and her face looks happiness, okay. And she know she was being drawn down automatically, okay. Okay, I know, due to my walking speed, I himself being fall down automatically. So in that way, the woman thinks it was beyond her power to control herself. So through her power, the woman was controlling herself. Instead of running towards the hillside, she was trickling down on the edge of the path. The very bottom of precipice, twice, okay. So even though she walks fastly from the initial to middle, at the moment of the edge of the path, she becomes struggle to walk and find difficult, okay, find difficult to reach down of the path, okay. So that time, Swami Amdas Guru watched the scene with breathless suspense. He was suddenly calling upon them to save her. So what happened means the woman was stuck at the middle of the edge. That time Swami Amdas Guru is watching the woman's movement, okay, woman's walkingness, okay. Then what happened means Swami Amdas Guru expressed Lalam and prayed to Lalam to save her, okay, to save that woman, okay. Ramaran could unenhance. Now Lalam is one there, okay. Now she came up to the edge and with a superwoman effort controlled herself. She had come to the very brink, okay. So through Lalam grace, one person helped that woman and come back to the normal journey. Okay, come back to normal journey. On the edge of the mountain, one person helped to that woman, and she finally come down with the Lord Ram grace, the Lord Ram form. Part of her, she had come to the very brink. Part of her foot was out of it. O Ram, how terrible the condition. Ram, thy name is glorified. Swami Amdas Guru looks and sees a girl falling on the path right across, attaining Ram. Ram saved her. She got up and did not wait a minute but continued her walk further down. Don't just girl, what a marvelous waiting Ram is time. So what happened means, one second, okay. Ram alone could and none else, okay. So Ram only makes this incident and helping to the devotees, okay. Now she came up to the edge and with a superhuman effort control herself, okay. So through Ram grace, so Swami Amdas Guru watched that girl and prayed to Ram, Lord Ram, no. So with that, in the edge he was struggling to come down, okay. Through the Lord Ram grace, the woman got a superhuman power and finally come down to from the middle of the edge, okay, mountains. She had come to the very big part of her left foot was out of it. So while walking on the edge, the left foot was no more, okay. No more means it looks something grand, okay, not like a normal one. It looks like painful, okay. O Ram, so Swami Amdas Guru expressed now. O Ram, how terrible the condition. Lord Ram, thy name be glorified. So Swami Amdas Guru expressed, what Ram, you gave a terrible condition to that woman and get the resolve you give it. O Ram, you also give terrible condition to that woman and give solution to that woman also. What your grace, so that's why Swami Amdas Guru expressed. Okay. O Ram, how a terrible condition. You gave a terrible condition to that woman, but you also protect that woman from the severe problem of walking down, okay. How Swami Amdas Guru looks and sees a girl falling on the pond right across, attaining Ram now. So Swami Amdas Guru was seeing that girl, okay. The girl also chanting on her lips, Ram, 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 Ram. So saved. Ram saved her. Ram saved her. She got up, okay. Immediately she got up, and what happened means did not wait, okay. She got up after reaching from the down of the mountain with the Lord Ram grace, okay, with Lord Ram grace, okay. So immediately what happened means Swami Ramdas Guruji watched that girl. The girl was standing, Ram only saved me, Ram only saved me, and I expressed Swami Ramdas Guruji, Lord Ramdas, Lord Ram only saved that girl, saved that woman from very difficult situation, okay, difficult situation. So that's why immediately what happened when the girl got up and did not wait at the when the girl got up and did not wait even a minute and he continued to walk further down. Okay, so even though he was in the severe difficulty situation on the middle of the mountain, so Lord Ram saved the woman and immediately after reaching some of the part of the down of the Himalayas mountain, immediately he went, got up and again he started walking down, one down, further down. Dauntless girl, what a marvelous feeling on his time. So this is why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed. Okay, so the girl, what happened means the girl never feels any pain. Through Lord Ram conscious divinity, Lord Ram helped that girl and she became safe. And after that, what happened means he thanks to Lord Ram. Lord Ram only saved that girl. Immediately, what happened means the girl got up and started immediately without taking any rest. The girl started walking down further. Okay, that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji said, "What a marvelous girl is time." That's why what a marvelous from is time. That's why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed. So the remaining paragraph will continue on a certain on another day. So today's thing we discussed about the Monist journey part 2. So thanks to all of us, good night to all of us. So tomorrow match is very, very important. I will give a review on tomorrow. India was addressing this match is there. So good night to all of us. Today's Himalayan journey was very, very beautiful experience, beautiful one. Even next chapter also, Himalayan journey chapter 3, where Swami Ramdas Guruji, the difficult part is there. That also to Lord Ram grace, Swami Ramdas Guruji walked on a difficult part of mountain and safely reached there. So that's what we discuss on this. Next September morning. Thank you. Happy